Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my spring series. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the projects that I have for you so far. Today we're going to be working on a super easy box where we can store our little album. Also, this box is going to have a couple of surprise elements as well. So I hope that you can join along and let's get right to it. Guys, last time we worked on this mini album, we also went ahead and worked on some interactive pieces for the inside. Today we're going to be making a little box. It's going to be kind of like a explosion box in a way, not so much, maybe. I don't know yet. I have this idea and let's see how it turns out. So for that, I'm going to simply be using some heavyweight cardstock. I have a few pieces here, maybe 4 or 5. So let's get right to it. I'm going to cut the pieces at 10 inches because that is my box is going to be 9 inches high, so I think 10 inches it's good, and then we'll have to score a little base. So let's just go ahead and get right to it. I'm going to cut 4 pieces, okay, at 10 inches, and we're gonna cut some of these even smaller, but for now let me make sure I am at 10, and here we go. So now I'm gonna grab my scoreboard. Now this is, I haven't done a prototype for these. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So what's the worst that can happen? So I'm going to start with the first one here. I'm going to score this piece at 3/4 inches. And then I'm going to turn this around and do 3/4 inches as well. And then I'm going to do 1 inch on the bottom. Okay, just like that. And that's gonna be one piece. And let me cut these corners out. So like I said, we're gonna cut the corners, these little square pieces. So I'm just gonna do a little line like this and like this. So we're gonna have that little section off. Same thing here, like that and like that. So the next 2 pieces I'm going to cut at 5 inches. So these are going to be 5 by 10. They are already cut at 10, and these are going to be the side pieces. So for these 2, I'm also going to score at 1 inch. So I'm going to place it like this, and we are going to do 1 inch, and same thing here, 1 inch. Okay, I'm also going to cut the corners just a little bit, just like this and like that. All right, and I'm going to do the same on this other piece. And the last piece I'm going to trim down to 7 inches. So this piece is going to be 7 by 10, and I'm also going to score at 1 inch and do the same thing here by cutting the 2 little corners. Now for the base, I'm going to cut a piece of 7 by 5 inches. So I'm going to start with the larger piece. This is the one that has the 2 score lines on the side. So we're just gonna fold along the score lines, and I'm going to use this 1 inch piece on the bottom to add it into my base. So I'm gonna grab my glue and just add some glue right here, and just try to line it up on the bottom, just like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this up and lay it flat. Then we're gonna use the next 2 pieces. I am going to glue this piece on the bottom here as well. So I'm going to start with this one, just like that. And then we're going to do the other side. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some my glue and do the same thing, line it up. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna stand this piece and this one, and we are now going to glue right here, these two pieces together. So it's not gonna be quite like an explosion box. This is actually gonna be a standing box. Okay, so I'm going to line this up right there. Okay, and I know the cardstock is kinda, you know, even though it's heavyweight, it's a little bit, it's not as thick or sturdy as chipboard, so we are going to add a second layer of the cardstock to make it more sturdy. Okay, but first let's just finish up with this base. So I'm adding my glue, and now I'm going to join these two together. Okay, so there we go. We have that. And now I'm going to grab the other piece, and this one is going to go on the front. Now this one is going to be a piece that we can open up because I want my album to be able to fit in this box, but also I want to make sure that it's easy to take out, so I don't want to pull it from the top. If we open this piece down, it's easy to take the album out of the box. So that was the idea that I had, and then also we can add some layouts on this piece as well. So we'll do that in a minute. So first I'm just gonna finish up adding this front piece right here, just like that. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to double up my cardstock so it's more sturdy in a way. So I'm just going to cut a piece here of 7. Oh, it has to be like this. Not 7, but just a little bit before 7. So we're gonna do 1/8 before the 7 inches. And we're going to do also 1/8 before the 9 inches, just like that. And we're gonna place this piece on the back here to double up the cardstock. Now we're also going to do our design paper, so it's gonna be really sturdy after we finish up. So I'm going to line this up on the top here. Hopefully I'm not off frame. So we're just gonna line that up and just press down, and then I'm going to cut 2 more pieces for the side. So those are going to be 9, not 9, but you know, a little bit before 9 and a little bit before 5. So there we go, just like an 8. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add these pieces on the side. So I'm gonna start with this one, and then I'll cut the other one. So just adding my glue, and I'm gonna line this up on the top here. So here we go, just like that. This box is already a lot more sturdy. So I finished adding the extra sides, the extra piece here, and you want to do that after you put the box together, because this way, as you can see, the hinge is secure in between these 2 layers, so that makes your box stronger as well. So I'm going to cut 1 more piece for the base. So this piece is going to be just a little bit smaller than 5 by 7. So let me do here 5, or almost 5, and almost 7. And you want it a little bit smaller, that way it doesn't exactly touch the sides of the box, and you know, you can still move the pieces. So I'm going to glue this down just like that. Super easy, I think, and I just love the different design of this box. Okay, now for this piece that is going to open up, I want to do just a little layouts, just to make it a little bit more fun. So I'm going to grab another piece of cardstock, and I'm just simply going to cut. I have two actually. So let's cut this piece at 7 inches. So these are gonna be 7 by 8.5. And we are going to score at 1/2 inch. So let's put that down, and I'm going to do 1/2 and 1/2. Okay, so then we're gonna just fold along the score lines. Okay, let me put that on the side. And there you go. I think this is gonna add a fun little extra element, surprise element to our box. I mean, you can definitely do any type of layout that you like. I do suggest that it is flat because you don't want to take away a space from the box. Okay, so now we're just gonna place this kind of in the middle, you know, up and down. And then I'm gonna open this up and place the other one on the other side. There you go. Quick, right? And easy. So I'm just going to put this box aside now. I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and we are going to add our beautiful design paper. So let me put this on the side, and then we're gonna work on the cover. Okay, for the cover, you want a new piece of cardstock, and this time we're gonna cut this at 9 by 7, but it's going to be a little bit bigger than 9 and bigger than 7. So it's gonna be 9 1/8 by 7 1/8. Okay, just a little bit smaller, and it is really important that you do that 1/8 extra, otherwise your cover is not going to fit in your box. So now we're going to simply score 1 inch all around. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1, 1, 1, and 1 more. Okay, and then we're just going to cut one of the sides of the box like that, and then you also want to give it a second cut and just create this little angle, and we are going to do that for each side. So let's do that. Take that out. Same thing here, just like that, to create this box cover of the box, and one more here. Okay, so now that we have all of those, we're going to fold along the score lines, just like that, and we are going to use these little pieces to glue this box together. So I'm just gonna first fold like that, and then I'm just going to add my glue here. Oops. There you go. And you can either hold it here for a second, or you can maybe use some paper clips to help you. I'm going to do this other one, just like that. Open my paper clip. Okay, and do the same thing for all the sides. And there you go. Now we have the cover for our box. So let me bring my box back in here. Right here, this piece. And let's make sure that it fits. And there you go. It fits like a charm, I think. Yeah, there you go. So now what we're gonna do is decorate our box. Okay, so I added the paper on my box, and now I wanted to decorate the cover with you. So I have two options. I have this pretty pink flower rosette that I think it looks really nice, and I also have this other white, it's more like a off-white pearl trim, which I love as well. I love the fact that it kind of hangs off the side a little bit, but the problem with that is that when we put it in our box, sometimes it's a little bit more challenging to do, but I guess it's okay. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know, I think I really like this one. Yeah, I think I do. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna use this trim, and hopefully it won't be too difficult to put the cover in the box. All right, so I'm just gonna add it right here. And just see, I'm going to go all the way around. I have quite a lot of that, so it's okay. You know, sometimes when I don't have enough, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to use it. But this was a very pretty trim, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, so I'm sure that you can probably find it there. Go like that, and then this side. Oops. And I go side by side, otherwise my glue doesn't dry up or makes a big mess everywhere. So there you go. And then this last corner here. So beautiful. Okay. And then I'm going to finish this up. I'm just gonna cut it until the end of the little scallop piece. And I don't like to finish right on the corner because I feel like it's gonna start peeling off. So what I'm going to do is either go on top or go under, but since that's already glued, I'm going to go on top of the lace here, and there you go. Perfect. Okay, so another thing I'm going to do on the cover is add the remaining of my pretty flowers that I have here. I think that's all I have left from the one package that we started for the cover of the book. So again, so we're using one paper pack and one pack of flowers, and definitely less than one of the 110-pound cardstock packages. So because I think that comes with 100 pages, and I might have used probably half of that for the whole series here. So I'm going to add these flowers, and I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm not gonna think this too much. That right there, this large one here, and then I'll add the little ones here. I think that looks nice. This other little one here. I love that. Beautiful flowers, so it's super easy to add them here. So I'm just gonna make that a bit smaller and add my glue somewhere in there. And this other one, again, I'm going to add this one maybe somewhere up here, just like that. Oops. And then I have this little wiggly thing that I might as well use it. So maybe I'll put that one right there. Okay. And yeah. Oh, also I want to add a little sentiment. So I found this. I don't think it matches the background, so I'm just gonna cut around this piece here. I just want the love part of it. So here's a little piece, and I am going to add some chipboard on the back to give it volume. And so I'm actually going to do 2 layers together, just like that. And then we can put this. So here's how our box looks like all finished. I just love these little flowers, and the paper collection is so pretty. Then here is the sides. So pretty. I'm glad that I saved both of these sheets for the outside of the box, and you can even add a picture on each one of the sides if you're gonna display these in your coffee table or something like that. Then when we take off the lid, this piece comes down and it opens up like this, so you can even add more pictures in there as well. The paper just so cute. And then of course here is how it looks like. I love the fact that it's kind of framing there. It just makes it look so pretty. And then of course you can take out your album. I hope you guys enjoy this series of tutorials that I put together for you. I hope that you were crafting along with me, and if you did and tried any of these projects, please don't forget to tag me on Facebook or Instagram. I will be back tomorrow with the final reveal of the whole collection that we worked on using one paper pack. All of these projects are also going to be on my special edition spring magazine, so I'm gonna have the link down below to my website as well. If you are subscribed to the magazine, you will automatically receive that when it comes out, which is probably gonna be tomorrow as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.